For each project that we build, I'll be showing you a corresponding schematic diagram that is, it's just basically a illustration of how the components in our circuit relate to each other. And if you're new to schematic diagrams, again, the purpose of these tutorials is to teach you and to get you to the point where you're comfortable with them. If you have been around schematics for a while, this you may want to advance through this video, but um, if you need a refresher, this will serve that purpose as well. So first, symbol that I want to point out is whenever we have two wires connected to each other, you'll see this symbol. And so it's not that it's a plus, this is just a small section of two wires, and these wires could extend, um, you know, they can run different routes, but this black dot in the middle here indicates that these two wires, which are separate, they are connected to each other. When the wires are unconnected, so you often may have a wire passing over or underneath another wire, you'll see this little like arch in one of the wires here. Next is this is probably the most commonly recognized symbol, schematic symbol in a circuit, and that's the resistor component here. This symbol here is for a diode. So you notice that the direction in which the arrow is pointing, it indicates the direction in which the current can travel. And we also have another symbol that looks similar to it, but these two little arrows at an angle that are pointing off our symbol, that is indicating that there's light that's being, this is a light emitting diode. So current will pass through this diode and then light will be emitted from it. The symbol here is whenever we have a motor installed into our circuit, and whenever we're using a capacitor, this is the um, symbol that you will see. And ground, by now I've used this a few times in the previous videos, and this is a ground symbol. For transistor, this is what you'll see here. Remember, the transistor has three legs, so you can see the three prongs on here correspond to the three legs on the transistor. Push button, so we will use a push button switch a lot, and you can see that right now, if the button is not pushed, there's no connection, and so that would mean that the circuit is open. If you push down on it, then there would be a connection between this section here and this section here. Potentiometer, so it looks like a resistor, but you have this arrow pointing down, and as I explained earlier in the video about components, that this is a variable resistor, so you can adjust the amount of resistance with this component by, there's usually some type of knob on there, and so that's what this arrow is indicating, that there's variation in that resistor. Then finally, battery or a power source. This is a symbol that you'll see to indicate where the power is being supplied from. And so this is not the only symbols that you'll see, but these are the main symbols. And as we build, as we get into the projects, I'll give a little bit more detail as to how the schematic, why they're wired or connected a certain way versus something else.